Hello, 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 everyone, and good morning to you all. Happy April Fool's Day. I didn't name it, but we all know where the fools are, right? We all know they're sitting in Ottawa, Washington, London, Berlin, wherever it is, right? Beijing, China, everything. Yeah. Anyways, it is Tuesday, the 1st of April, 2025. And yes, I am still doing this. And I did take my puffer, so I may end up barking quite a bit. All right, now, what am I going to start with? Because I've got several things to do. This is going to be kind of sort of a tutorial and also a reveal. First of all, for April, the challenge is, just a minute here. The challenge is samplers. So I am working on, yes, oops, it would help if I put it right side up. Ecclesiastes 3:1. So I'm looking forward to starting that. I've got it all ready here to go, minus all the fluff. Yes, I finished working on Please Be Home for Christmas. And I only worked part of the day on it because I got so frustrated with it. I couldn't figure out where I was, so I knew it was time to put it away. So then I picked up Treasure Hunt, and I worked some more on Treasure Hunt. So that's coming along. And, oh my gosh, now I gotta, just a minute. My nose is running. Okay. I mean, I could stop this, but I can't do editing. I just can't. I need someone to sit down and show me exactly what to do. And I have not found anyone who will do that yet. Anyways. So, the challenge is samplers. The designer focus, that's Ruthie, she's knocking things over. The designer focus is long dog sampler. I may drag out one of my long dogs. I'm not sure. But I want to work here this month on Ecclesiastes. So I'm going to start working on this right after. So, the other thing is what is coming up for the challenge in May. And the challenge in May is, drum roll please, Quakers. Okay? So, I was going to work on, I had different ones from Rosewood Manor and other little ones. But I broke down and I bought Canadian Quaker flag. And so I'm going to be starting that on the 1st of May. Excuse me. So that's what's coming up in May. So get your Quakers ready. I was going to work on one of the Rosewood Manor ones, the seasons. And then I saw Canadian flag. And that was it. That blew me away. So I'm going to be working on that. I'm going to work on a 16 count fabric. And from what I've heard from other people who have done other flags, like the American flag, Carol's working on the American one, plus probably others. Christina is working on the Jamaican flag. Tanya is working on the Canadian flag. I'm starting the Canadian flag. And my sister-in-law, Beth, who I hadn't spoken to in almost 3 years. I tell you, the Lord is blessing me. Oh, I'm so thankful and grateful to God for all the blessings. She finally, Beth, if you're watching that, you finally answered me. So, yeah, but I think she's starting. She went and bought it. I sent her the link, and she went and bought it. And she's going to be starting it right away. She figures she can get it done for Canada Day. I don't know if you will or not, Beth, because it's pretty big. So, even though it's a Quaker. Okay. That's out of the way. Now, someone asked me yesterday about working with metallics. Now, until I get my new phone, I have to keep doing it like this, so you're not going to really see it. I have a whole thing full here of a mess of metallics. And many of these I've had for 30 years, maybe even 40 years. And metallics come in all different kinds of sizes. Like, I'm just trying to find what this one is. This one could be more of a braid or a cording. So you need the right metallic to work with what you are doing. I believe that this is the Artiste brand metallic pearl. This is a number 5. This is great if you're doing cording or something. Okay. It is not great if you are doing like, you know, like working here on my on those ones up there, my mirrors. Okay. This is not suitable enough for that. Okay. But if you see here, I don't know if you can see it there. Oops. Wait a minute. Wait, no, over there. No, over. No, there. Okay. Oops. Right there. You see, this tassel has got lines coming from it, and that's where this cording would come in better than using just regular metallic. You can get metallics like these. This is Jewel Effects by DMC, so you can get that. There was this cording. I'm not sure what this one is. You can buy metallics. Oh, gosh. Such a mess here. Let me see here. I'm just going to cut this off. Yeah. Okay. There. You can buy Treasure Braid. And Treasure Braid works really nice. And all you use is one single strand. Okay. And you do a full cross stitch. Okay. With this, you would break this down. And you can use 2 strands of these, or you can just do one. Okay. On an 11 count, I would use 2. Then you have the metallic that comes like this. This is DMC, okay? And you use this just right off the spool, okay? You can bring it down if you choose to. If you choose to. I usually just use it right off the spool. Then you have Krynic, and this is like a braid here, okay? And I would use just 1 strand, but complete an X. I'm just trying to see here whatever else I've got here. Thought I had some blending filament in here. Is this blending filament? Yes. This is blending filament. And this you would see how thin that is. It's very, very thin. It looks just like a filament. Okay? Hence the name blending filament, right? So what I would do with this is I would take a regular thread and add that to it. Okay? So then you would end up with 2 threads. Okay? So one of the one of your regular, and I would use single strand, 2 strands if you're using on an 11 count. Okay? But this is what this is. Okay? So they do still make the filaments, and I've had these for 40 years, maybe more. You can buy ones that look like this, and this is Gutermann's. And this is just like almost like a sewing thread, you know, but it's the same thing. It's the same idea. And you can buy here, like this here is a very fine braid. You see there? It says number 4, very fine braid. Okay? And that is different than the blending filament. I don't know if you can see the difference there. Okay? This you use by itself. Ugh, gosh, I'm bad for that. I would use it just as it comes off the spool. Okay? Blending filament comes in all different kinds of colors. And then there is this brand. I think I got these as free gifts. Okay, so there's this one. And this is almost like a blending filament. But you can use this, I would say you can probably use this as a double. I think it's a blending filament, blending thread. Yeah, so use 1 thread of this with 1 thread of ordinary floss. Then you've got this, and this is a ribbon thread. Okay, you see how wide that is? And it says it right on there. Okay, 1/8 inch ribbon. So make sure when you're ordering threads that you don't order the wrong one, okay? Because it's easy to get lost. And then within the last, I don't know, 5 years or so, DMC has brought out diamond. And this is diamond thread, okay? And this you use, I would use this single, double on an 11 count, okay? So any of these, this is more flexible, so it will move more and split less. Now, this is Madeira thread, and I remember I got this as a freebie. Well, it's not thread. Well, it's a ribbon. Okay, this is a ribbon. So, oh, and then you can get, this is anchor, and this is more like a wire. Okay, but you can use 2 threads of these, or you can use it with another thread. And I think that's all that I've really got here. Yeah, I got lots of diamond. And diamond is good. I like to use it. See, that's another one here. I don't know what the it doesn't say what the weight is. Oh, I can't even read it. My eyes are straining. Now, you can do this in one of a couple of different ways. Okay? One, you can just use it regular off the card or spool or whatever, right? Or like this. Make sure you get the right size needle. Like this requires a bigger eye needle, okay? And this here has a smaller needle. You do them in short lengths, which I know is a pain, but you work them in shorter lengths. Then, also what you can use is wax. I can't find the other side of this, but there's 2 sides with this. It's over there somewhere. And you bring it through and you can wax it. Sometimes that helps, but I would say use shorter lengths. Okay? Don't get into using ones like this long. Okay? And you have to I would recommend that you complete each X as you go. Okay? Because blending filament will break apart. This stuff here will also, separate because they have strands in there. You can, this is a glow in the dark. But yeah, you can use like this, but again, use shorter lengths, like I would say about that long, okay? And finish each X as you go and work it slow. This is not the time to race, okay? Now, I didn't get it yet, but I will show you tomorrow. Oh, I'm so sorry. That someone was asking about beads. Okay, I just didn't grab it. So, I will show beads tomorrow. Okay, and I'll show the different size beads. There are mini or petite seed beads. Then there are the regular seed beads, and then it goes up, different sizes, different shapes, like, what are they called? Biscorns, or whatever they're called. You can put them in, and chatelaine uses a lot of those kind. And you want the right size bead for the project. And I would use just regular seed beads. And please go and buy glass beads. Go to Michael's, go wherever and find glass beads. Your project will turn out far, far better. Do not use the plastic beads that come in kits like this. Okay? I don't like them. They are duller. They are, they're not as nice. And if you're going to, if you've done so much work on your project, you do not want to have plastic beads on it. I wouldn't. If you want to do it, that's up to you. For me, I don't. I go out of my way to buy glass beads, and I can buy big things like this at Michael's for $6.99. Like, you know, tubes. Excuse me. They there's Mill Hill beads. And but Michael's doesn't sell Mill Hills anymore. But if you go to Michael's, they have string beads, and you can use string beads, which are usually on sale. Buy one, get one free. Okay. So if you need a different shape or something like that, you know, and they'll have specialty ones like for Christmas and Valentine's Day and St. Patrick's Day and that kind of stuff. So, you know, you can use those too. But if on the one side, well, at least at the Michael's I go to, on the one side are the bead landing. On the other side, they have the beads in a tube. And so I usually get them. And you can get packages where there's 3 or 4 different colors in each one. So, I mean, like, it'll do you for a lot. I think I bought one of every kind that Michael's had, just so I would have them. Because you never know, I could be working on something and go, oh, gee, I can't find the proper. And I have containers filled with Mill Hill beads. I will show you them tomorrow. Okay. So I just didn't get it out. I was going to demonstrate here on how to stitch with metallics, but it's straightforward. That you just work with one strand or 2 strands, whatever it is. And with the blending filament, you use with a regular thread strand. And like your regular, you know, like this, and you add that in there. You can also use a toile. Let's see here. I think I have some étoile down here. I think I do. I think I might. And maybe I don't. Oh, I thought, just a minute, I thought maybe I had one in here. Anyways, I like working with étoile because it's got a blending filament in the thread. So it's already set up for you. Okay. It doesn't come in a whole variety of colors, but it comes in enough that you can get by using étoile. And it all depends on the look that you're going for. And I thought for sure I've got so much thread down in here. Oh my goodness. I keep going through and it's like, yeah, I'm going to do these. I'm going to do these. And yeah, I don't. But yes, you can use any type of beeswax. You can get them in these containers. They're not very expensive. And you can use them as a thread conditioner, okay? So that it calms it down, makes it less staticky, okay? Because once you start going with blending filament, you got like static electricity will pull it. And so it becomes more of a pain than anything else. But I like using A12 because it's already done. Some people don't like it, but it's because it's got that blending filament in there and they're using too long of a piece and they're not using it properly. It is very, very, very easy to work with. But if you're fighting it, then that's no good. So I was going to just show you in closing on the Canadian Quaker flag. I'm thinking I am going to use this for the red because I like more movement in there. And this is Arrow brand from Temu, which is a very good brand. And it is 115. Now, I bought this for pandemic, but the DMC versus Arrow, there's too much of a difference. The DMC brand has almost like a black running through it. This does not. So this is a little bit duller. So that's what I am using. And the white, they have it as 762, and I am using bright white. And then the last one they have is 989, and that are the dark blue that go between the Quakers. And I'm going to use black. So I'm changing mine somewhat because I like to change things, right? I like to change things up and try and do something different and all of that. So I am looking forward here to starting this baby. And I will be starting in the center. And I will be starting up here at the very top here. And for the words, I am using this thread. And this is Arrow again. This is 4522. And you can get it in DMC. Okay, it might be a shade different or something. But that's what I'm going to use. I'm eager to see what kind of samplers you guys are going to work on. But I tell you, yesterday, I had enough. Did I put it here? Oh, yeah, here it is. Okay. This is where I ended up on Please Be Home for Christmas. And then I got so mixed up where I was in here. I couldn't find where I put different colors in places because I couldn't find it. So it's a good thing it was at the end of the month because, yeah, I thought maybe I'd like to carry it over a little bit, but nope. I'm done. I'm done for now. I'm done with it. I'll pick it up at a later date. So, I will be alternating between my Heaven and Earth, Treasure Hunt, This is a quick stitch, and I got this when it was on sale. And this is my year-long project, and I will be carrying that through to next year and the year after. I don't know if I'll ever get it done, but I'm going to work on it. So I work on this one every second day. So tomorrow I will work on this one. But today I am going to be working on Ecclesiastes. And there's my middle mark right there at the top so that I can start there. So, and this is a 16 count gridded. So, I hope that answered your questions, and excuse me for all the, I'm still affected by this, okay? I'm still affected by this. And it's, last night I had a coughing fit, and I was up for 40 minutes with a coughing fit at 9:30. And by the time I sat up, and by the time I went to the washroom, and by the time I sat down, took my puffer, and was able to fall asleep again, it took about 40 minutes. And it always feels like I'm drowning in here. But I did take my puffer. So I took my Ventolin. This one. I have Flovent that I only take twice a day, so morning and night. I save that for, you know, like it's a longer acting puffer. These are the breakthrough, or every 4 hours you can take these. So, anyways, please remember to like, share, subscribe, comment. I enjoy your questions. I have a dedicated Facebook group, Stitching in the Interlake. All you need to do is give me the name of one of my 2 living sidekicks. And yeah, so I'm washing dishes later, and I am going to be stitching, and we're just going to see what the day brings. And I can't wait to show you my progress tomorrow. It's going to be small. It's going to be really small because I'm not going to be able to do a whole lot today. So please remember that on Sunday there is a live from 12 noon to 2:30 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Oh, and please make sure that you are subscribed, okay? Because YouTube is doing funny stuff again. So, anyways, I hope you have a great day. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be well. May God bless you this day and every day. God loves you, and so do I. And so does Jonah, who's in the cat condo. He's in the cubby hole. Ruthie has gone off somewhere. She was on the wheel this morning, just before I started this, and she did 2 revolutions. She just kept walking. And at one point, she was stretched right out. And I think that's when she gave up. But they're using it. And that's what I'm happy about. Thank you, Jesus, for being my Lord and Savior. Thank you for saving me from my sins. Thank you for being there in my darkest and deepest moments. Thank you for loving me like you do. Thank you for caring enough for me that you would die on the cross for me so that my sins would be forgiven. And that's a prayer I pray for all of you as well. Okay, everybody, have a fantastic day. And please tell me what you're stitching for samplers in April. Are you going to do a Stony Creek sampler? Are you going to do a Rosewood Manor sampler? Or are you going to do some other sampler? No. Yes. Yes. I was already thinking. And May is Quakers. Duh. Short-term memory again. Anyways, we'll talk to you later. Toodaloodles, everybody.